Hello and welcome to Sense Business YouTube channel. Today we'll cover stakeholder objectives and business growth. In this lesson, we'll talk about stakeholders, what is objectives in business, different stakeholder objectives, conflict between different stakeholder objectives, and we'll go and talk about business growth and how business is measured. So, stakeholders. Stakeholders are people or organizations that have mainly financial interest in a business, but also anyone who is impacted by the outcome of a project or business. They have an interest in the success or failure of the project and can be within or outside the organization that is sponsoring the project. Stakeholders can have a positive or negative influence on a business or a project. So, anybody really that's interested in your business or is impacted by your business is a stakeholder in short. So a business might have such stakeholders. So a manager will be a stakeholder, employees will be stakeholders, owners will be stakeholders, people who you or the business money, the creditors are stakeholders, suppliers are stakeholders, customers are stakeholders. So these are all examples of stakeholders. Some of these are internal stakeholders, some of them are external stakeholders. So just keep that in mind. So anybody that's interested or impacted by the business is a stakeholder. So a manager is interested in the business because he is the manager of a department within your business. The employees are interested in the business and they are stakeholders because they work for the company. The owner is interested in a business because it's his business and therefore he is a stakeholder. So these are all stakeholders. So now that we know a little bit about stakeholders, we'll get onto it in a little bit more, but I want to talk about objectives. A business objective is a result that a company aims to achieve. It also includes the strategies that people will use to get there. A business objective usually includes a time frame and lists the resources available. Business in their early years often state that they aim to survive, as the first few years in business are the hardest. As business students, you know that. At this stage, businesses are attempting to penetrate the market and obtain a share of the market for their goods and services. That means they wish to try and attract some sales from the existing businesses. To begin with, a business might have the objective to break even. Do you know what the break even means, though? Yeah? If you don't, I've got a lesson on that. Make sure you watch that. Break even means that sales will equal the total cost. So no profit will be made, but there will be no losses. So let's say it cost 100 uh, pound to run a business for, let's say, for a week. So and you have 20 items that you need to sell to make that up. So you will need to sell how many items at what price to make sure that you cover that cost. So if you're selling one item for £10, then you will need to sell 10 items before you break even. So break even is when you sell just enough product or service to cover your day-to-day costs. So that's what break even is. There's a complete lesson on that. Make sure you watch that. And I've gone into a lot details and given a lot more examples which you can watch. Just search for it in my YouTube channel or go on to www.sensebusiness.co.uk. You should be able to see it there. So objectives usually change after early years. After the first year, objectives are to make or increase profit because businesses are greedy nowadays. Their whole aim is to make profit, and that's why most businesses exist, to make profit. So after the early years, a business may wish to expand. This expansion can be by increasing either the range of products or the number of locations. So they might cover different locations. So Leeds, Bradford, London, Birmingham, Manchester, they might go to different places. This will hopefully lead to maximizing sales and maximizing profit. Maximizing means making the most of something. Sole trader might have different objective and might be more interested in satisfacing. Satisfacing means reaching a certain level or target, but not necessarily making the most of anything. The objective might be to do with lifestyle rather than making as much profit as possible. So like I promised, here is we're going to talk about some stakeholder objectives. So the first stakeholder objective that we're going to talk about is owners. Their objectives usually are survival, profit, and growth because the bigger they grow normally means the more money they will get, but not always. So profit, they will make more. Survival, so if their business survives, he is making profit. Managers might have the same objective as owners, especially if they are rewarded for achieving profit. If they are not directly rewarded, then they might want to increase their own status. Suppliers. Suppliers are likely to want to have repeat orders. They want the business to be reliable so they can pay their own bills. So that would be their objective. So an employee's objective will be employees will want reasonable pay and good, safe working conditions. So that would be their objectives. They will want the business to survive because they want to keep their jobs. Stakeholder objectives. For creditors will want to be paid money that is owed to them. So that would be their objectives, that all businesses pay their money back on time because time is everything. Time is very important in business. Okay, what's happened here? Okay. Customers will want a good product and value for money. They will also want the business to survive. They want the business to be reliable so that they can have after sale service should anything go wrong. There's also a video about after sale service. I hope you guys know what that means. If you're following my videos, you should know what that means. After sale service means so when you buy something, let's say you buy a Samsung telephone or an iPhone telephone, now what is the service that you will get after? What would you, how would their customer service deal with you if something goes wrong with your phone? So that's what after sales service means. So conflict and objectives. So different stakeholders objectives will clash, but as a business, it is important that all objectives are respected and should be ethical. So, and what I mean by ethical is that if a business owner's objective is to make maximum profit with very low quality, that's not very ethical. That's just being money greedy. So employees will want more pay. So that's an objective for employee. Owners want to reduce costs. So they will clash because they are wanting more money and they are reducing the cost. So these two will clash. Customers want low prices. Owners want more profit. Again, two stakeholders clashing. Suppliers want to be paid on time. Owners want to delay payment and just to make sure that everything else is paid off before they pay their suppliers. But this can also cause a lot of trouble sometimes because if you keep delaying payments to your suppliers, then your suppliers will start to produce really terrible quality products to you or materials which you are gonna start losing customers on. Customers want high quality product. Owners want to reduce cost. So again, these two will clash because this guy, the owner wants to make fair quality good and sell it for a good price, whereas customer wants high quality with low price. So these two stakeholders will clash. Okay, so now we're going to talk about, that was enough about stakeholders and what have you. Now we're going to talk about business growth. A business growth can be measured in size in a variety of ways. So we can measure it by sales turnover, percentage of market share, number of employees, value of the business, the number of location it covers. Gr- So, if a business is able to grow, it might benefit from economies of scale. For example, savings might be made in buying raw materials if they are bought in large quantities. So, if you were to buy 100 t-shirt, it might cost you £5 each. But if you were to buy 10,000 t-shirts, then the price would come to about £3. So that's what economic of scale means. We're buying in a massive quantities. So then you're already making £2 before you even sold anything. In a way, a business might have market domination as its aim. That means its aim have the greatest market share so it can set prices. And that brings me to the fun part. I'm giving away an iPhone. So all you need to do is go into the link in the description below of this video, and you will have a unique link which you'll need to click, and it will bring you to this page. And all you need to do is click on get my winning number, and a winning number will be displayed here. I want you to comment that in the comments, and I will contact you if you're the winner of the iPhone. You might be thinking, why I'm doing this? I'm doing this to help you guys, helping me make a little bit of money on YouTube, so I'm just giving you back as a thank you. Okay, growth achievement. Growth can be achieved through internal or external methods. So internal method means becoming larger from within the business. External is expanding by taking over other businesses. So external growth can be achieved through mergers. This is where two companies of similar size join together. Another mean is by overs, takeovers, where one business is taken over by another. If a firm controls a large part of a market, is able to control the price structure and prevent competitors surviving. It is said to have a monopoly. Any takeovers or mergers planned by a monopoly are usually subject to government control. I've prepared 6 questions for you. I would like you to answer these in the comment section below. So pause the video and answer, find answers to all of these and write them down in comment section below too, so that I know that you're ready for your exams. The answer for these will also be in the link in the comment section below. So all you need to do is, once you have answered these questions, you click on the link, go and check them against your own answers. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Remember to stay safety first and enjoy the day. And I hope this lesson wasn't boring for you. Take care for now, and I'll see you on next video.